Hey, Margie here. Welcome to the Wake Up, Pray Up, Boss Up podcast, the show that helps Christian moms prioritize their physical and mental health so they can boldly step into God's calling. I'm your host, Margie Ruiz.
Hey, Marty here. How are you? Listen, have you ever felt like taking care of yourself is selfish? Like everyone else's needs come first, and there's just no time left for you. Here's a truth that changed my life. God didn't call you to run on empty. Your calling needs you at your best, and that starts with prioritizing yourself. Welcome to the Wake Up, Pray Up, Boss Up podcast. I'm so grateful that you're spending a little bit of your day with me. Whether you're tuning in while folding laundry or your morning walk or sipping your coffee, I'm truly honored to be here with you. And hey, if you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to hit subscribe so you never miss a moment of encouragement and action steps to help you step boldly into God's calling. I remember a time when I was completely burned out. Anyone else out there? I was saying yes to everything and everyone. Running a house with 4 overscheduled kids? Yep. Helping with school? Sure. Supporting my husband's business? Of course. Until one day, I hit a freaking wall. I was exhausted, cranky, and honestly, no longer enjoying my beautiful life. I knew there was a huge problem when on several occasions I woke up with my shoes on because I had been too exhausted to take them off the night before. Is that just me? Has anyone experienced that before? That's when God opened my eyes. I could not keep pouring from an empty cup. It wasn't until I hit that breaking point that I realized something that had to change. I started reading books, listening to podcasts, and hiring coaches. It took time, but I finally learned that taking care of myself wasn't selfish. It was essential for stepping into the work God was calling me to do. At that moment, my calling was raising my kids and supporting my husband with his business. Now, as my youngest prepares to graduate from high school and leave for college this summer, God is calling me to my next mission, helping you see that prioritizing self-care is a form of obedience and an essential step in fulfilling your calling. Your physical, mental, and spiritual health impacts your ability to fulfill God's plan for your life. The Bible tells us in 1 Corinthians 6:19, do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit, who is in you, whom you have received from God? Think about this. We take care of our homes, right? Because we live in them. We donate money to our church so they can maintain the buildings because it's where God's presence dwells. But God doesn't just live in the church. He lives in you. Your body is His temple. Taking care of this house, your body, is taking care of God Himself. It's an act of worship and obedience. And just like a house or a church, when we neglect our bodies, they fall in disrepair. This is a hard lesson, my friends. I learned a couple of years ago when I was so sick. I had to stop working. I look back at times when I was so freaking tired and I just kept pushing and pushing, thinking, oh, nothing could happen to me. Whatever this was at the time felt more important than listening to my body. So what does taking care of your body look like in your daily life? It can mean several things: prioritizing exercise, choosing healthy meals that nourish your body, drinking water to stay hydrated, or simply getting enough sleep. How much are you sleeping these days? It's about making small, consistent choices to honor the temple of God that He has entrusted to you. Even starting your day with something small, like a few minutes of prayer, journaling, or quiet reflection, can fill your cup. These small acts of self-care build a foundation for a life that glorifies Him. Now let's get practical. Here are 3 actionable steps you can take today to start prioritizing your self-care. Number 1, commit to one daily practice that fills your cup. Listen, Rome wasn't built in a day, okay? And neither is a life of meaningful self-care. Don't feel like you have to overhaul everything at once or set a massive goal like running a marathon tomorrow. Start small. James Clear, in his book Atomic Habits, which I highly recommend, says habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. The same way that money multiplies through compound interest, the effects of your habits multiply as you repeat them over and over. This means that small actions you take today, like spending 10 minutes in prayer, journaling, or even a short walk outside, will add up to big changes over time. Pick one small thing that recharges you and commit to making it a daily habit. Over time, this simple act will grow into something transformative. Number 2, block out 30 minutes for non-negotiable self-care this week. Treat it like an appointment with God because it's an act of obedience that equips you to serve others better. What could this look like? Maybe it's taking a nap. When's the last time you took a nap? Or sitting in silence? Maybe it's watching a funny show that lifts your spirits. How about meeting a friend for coffee? Going for a walk together? Or both? Trust me, your to-do list will still be there when you return. But you'll come back to it with a refreshed mind and spirit. The time you take for yourself isn't wasted. It's gained because it allows you to show up as your best self. And number 3, delegate one task to someone else. Ask a family member or a friend, hey, realistically, how much are your kids helping with these days? Or even hire help for something on your to-do list. Use that extra time to rest, recharge, or simply spend time with God. When you put these steps into action, you're not just caring for yourself, you're honoring the body and calling God has entrusted to you. Sis, I know that guilt often stops us from prioritizing ourselves. We think, I can't take time for me when there's so much to do. But let's reframe self-care. It's not about indulgence. It's preparation for God's work. When you're rested and spiritually connected, you're better equipped to serve your family and community with love and joy, not grouchiness, right? Here's the truth I want you to hold on to. You owe yourself the love that you so freely give to others. Do you need to hear that again? You owe yourself the love that you so freely give to others. Why? Why is it so easy to say yes to everyone else and so hard to say it to yourself? Self-care is not selfish. It's an act of obedience that allows you to pour out God's love even more abundantly. Sis, you were made for something incredible, but you can't step into your calling while you're running on fumes. Prioritizing your health, reconnecting with God, and stepping into His plan will transform your life. I promise you. Remember, God created you for a unique purpose. Right now, that purpose might be raising your family, but He has more in store for you too. And you know what else? There's no one else who can step into the calling He's designed just for you. If you don't take that step, it goes undone. And the ripple effect could be far greater than you could ever imagine. Start today because your calling needs you. If today's episode resonated with you, I have a free resource to help you start your day with peace and purpose. It's called the 10-5-5 Formula to Finding Peace in the Everyday Chaos of Life. Download it for free at margieruiz.com. It's right there on the homepage. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss next week's episode. I can't wait to see you there. God bless. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening. Hey, if you enjoyed the episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please share it with others, post about it on social media, shout it from the rooftops, leave a rating and a review, all the things. And to catch the latest from me, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at margie.gp6 or go to my website at margieruiz.com and make sure to sign up for my weekly newsletter. Thanks again. I'll see you next time. Bye.